Hello everyone, it's John from Penzopoly here, and today we're going to take a look at another game that was recently released on Game Pass. It is called Beastro, and it was released June 11th, 2026 on both Steam and Game Pass. This game describes itself as a cozy culinary adventure where the fate of the world rests on what's for dinner. And so we'll farm and gather fresh ingredients, tackle cooking mini games, and create tasty recipes to fuel the caretakers for deck building battles as they seek to save the world. So I've been spending some time playing this game, and I found it pretty enjoyable. Some things that I like about it: interesting storyline that you can immerse yourself into. The mini games and puzzles are pretty fun, but there's the opportunity to master them for extra bonus points. Combat is pretty straightforward, but there's enough complexity in it to try to strategize and dominate your enemies. And so, just with the time that I spent, I think that this game is pretty straightforward and cozy, and you can get by taking it easy. But there is enough opportunity in the game to dive into the details and truly master it. So it can appeal to a large range of people, depending on how much time you want to spend on it. And so I thought we would, I'd give you an overview of the game. I thought we would play through a couple of days together so that you can get a sense of the game loop, the style of the gameplay, and what you can expect if you decide to pick this one up. So to give you an overview of this game, I thought we'd play through a couple days together so that you can get a sense of the gameplay loop, the style of the gameplay, and what you can expect if you decide to pick this one up. So I'm just going to continue my game here. I've just got a couple hours into it, and I've gone past all of the tutorial lessons. It took a while, both because there was a lot of setup for the story, and they also provided a lot of instructions on how the minigames work. So now I'm finally left on my own to work through the story that they've set up. So here we are in the game. We play the role of Panko, a young talented chef helping to run the local eatery in this town called Palo Poring. And so this is a peaceful artisan town where we'll be able to do some farming, some ingredient gathering, and so on and so on. And so here we're protected from all the monsters that are outside the walls of the town, and we're just going to get some chores done. And now one thing that there is about this game is that it happens in 3 phases. And so you'll have the morning phase, which I am doing right now. And during this morning phase, it is all about just gathering ingredients that you want to use, that you want to gather, stockpile, use in your recipes. So we just have a little farm here, some animals that we get to take care of, feed, and then they will provide us with some more ingredients. So as you can tell, just very cozy. Yeah, cute artwork, so on. Here we have our little, I'm not too sure what this is, a cow, a buffalo, something of that sort. We get to feed it. And then, actually, yeah, we can know that it will give us milk the next day. So again, very cozy vibe. You can tell from the music. You can just spend your morning running the errands at your leisure. There is no time limit. It's not like Stardew Valley where you only get so many hours during the day, and so you have to spend it wisely. No, this game is in 3 phases. You kind of choose when you want to go to the next phase, and you don't have to worry about running out of time, having to choose which chores to do, which chores not to do. And so this is what I mean by this is a type of game where you can choose just how in depth do you want to go into it, how much time do you want to sink into it. You can choose not to collect all of the ingredients. Maybe you just want to focus on a subset of them. You know which ingredients you want to use in your battles, which ones you want to use in your meals for the people, and so you'll just gather that. You can disregard any other ingredients and just focus on those. Maybe that might be your style, and you can have that in mind. For me, I just can't help but being some sort of completionist. Just want to make sure that I grab absolutely everything on the map. Maybe it's a hoarding tendency, who knows. Maybe it's something self-revealing about my character, but who knows. We're just going to go around town. I like to go around town and make sure I collect everything. So I might look in those little valleys, in those little alleyways. I want to make sure I'm feeding all of the what are these things called? Not chickens, but they have another name. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. A delishkin. And so we have some, as I said, this is a town of artisans. And so this is our blacksmith's artisan. Let's see what they have to say. Panko, can you feel the winds of inspiration moving across Palapori this fine day? These winds whispered to me a new idea, a plan to help you get more from your ever-expanding garden, a way to enrich the soil and expand your harvest. I have devised a composter. You can put in food scraps and leaves, give it a spin, and the following day nutrient-rich compost will be available for you to add to your garden. Each composted bed will give you 2 extra ingredients, a fine trade. That does seem like it would be helpful. I'll take a look at it in the shop. So this is a person that you go visit, where you can spend some of your resources, here iron ore and money. And you can do upgrades to your garden. Here, as you can see. Composter, get an extra garden bed, get an extra one of those cows. You can, increase the, get some decorations for a little farm area, do some increases for your restaurant here, some decoration, make the mini games a bit easier, increasing card value and so on. Yeah, so I guess this will make it so that as you create those meals using these instruments, it will increase the value of those meals. So I'm just gonna skip it for now. I've been needing to save up. Money isn't as abundant as I might want it to be, so I might just have to put a pause on those upgrades for now. You earn your money by serving your customers on the second stage, and so we'll see that in a bit here. I just enjoy going around and just making sure that I have all the ingredients for the day. Anything that was made available, all this stuff respawns the next day, but randomly. So it's not always the same ingredients every single day, especially when it comes to these wild foraging that you do. And so let's talk to this person here, who is one of the first caretakers that comes and visits the town. Chef, so Greg and I were talking, and he said that he loves a simple grub. He's curious about all these different meals you've been making for everyone. He wants to taste the different flavors of Solito too, and I get it. I thought I only liked unami foods, but even my palate is expanding. So we had an idea. If we could mash up some ingredients to make special Delishkin treat balls, then Greg and the flock would get to see what we're all so excited about. I would get tired of eating the same thing all the time, and maybe we could get some eggs with different flavor profiles. Okay, I'm in. What's the plan? You know those Furog horns we got last night? Well, we think if you spin them really fast, they'll be able to mash up things like a tornado. Really? Tornado? It was Greg's name. Sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's do it. Haha. We're so glad you liked it, cause that's what we already built it. One brand new tornado ready for mashing. Guess I'll give it a whirl. So here we are, we can use it. Let's see what I can come up with. So it looks like this will be a place where we can trade some ingredients that we have and mash up something. So let's do it. Let's mash up a grub and one of these leaves that we have 9 of. Let's create that. All right. So that we can trade it, confirm, and trade that to the Delishkins. Feed that to the Delishkins. So let's see. I'm not too sure if I already fed this one. Oh, I guess I must have. Have I already filled this one? Alright, I guess I already have. Alright. Okay. Looks like I have to go to those ones. There's a couple other ones that are near the restaurant and so on. We'll stop by them. Feed this healthy treat and get ourselves a flavored egg. So this game does slowly reveal more and more ingredients to you as you play. Reveals more and more dishes to you for added complexity. So I'm just gonna grab all this stuff. Here we have a daily slam tournament that we can do. I'm ready this time. Alright, we're gonna slam our clammers and see how high we can jump. Wait for the worst clammers. Alright, here we go, Let's get that boost. Get the boost. Oh, got 3 boosts. I never, yeah, okay, gotta really keep an eye on. 3 boosts again. We passed our opponent. Just a little bit more. Wow. We are into the stars. 421 meters. I'm impressed, Panko. Take this and show your love of clammers in the restaurant. Hey, so we got an aquarium that we can use as a decoration. So there's some choices you have to make in this game. You know, like for instance, these grubs that we get, we can either feed it to the Delishkins or we can use it for fishing and get some more ingredients that way. So yes, this game is cozy, but there are some meaningful choices that you have to make. So here we go. Let's try to feed this one our little grubby concoction. While it's eating, we're just gonna grab the sweet bug. Okay. Give us a healthy egg. On trick win, attack value is converted into healing. So we'll see these as we get ingredients. It's type of thing, detail that you can really get into as you feed your caretakers. You know, really want to take advantage of those enhancements that those ingredients give. It's available for you to use in your battles. So that's one of the important things. Wait, I'm just gonna look at here. We have a book and that keeps track of our missions. As we finish missions, we can get a reward. So we just got a reward for doing that little mission there. It gave us a decoration for the Delishkin. And so still have 2 grubs here. Again, if I'm happy with the ingredients that I got for the day, maybe I just want to call it quits. Maybe I just want to get on to the next part. That's all about cooking for the restaurant. But you know what? Let's keep spending some time here to just get a couple more things done. Let's see. I don't know if I want to use all my carrots and all my other ingredients to experiment with this. So I'm just going to create 2 more of these healthy treats. Create 2 more of these. And then I think there's a couple of Delishkins that we have not fed yet. So we're just going to get that done. And then we'll go to a restaurant and move on to the next phase of this. So we'll just checking for other ingredients while it does its thing. Eats and lays an egg. And then we'll do the one up here. I don't think we fed this one yet. Oh, we have. Okay, never mind. I guess all the Delishkins have been fed. Alright, so let's check out this prompt. This is another one of the caretakers. This is the salty caretaker. All that will make sense when you start to see the restaurant phase. I cannot believe you did not tell us that your heart key was lost. I tried. I came to Sinera to enlist the help of the bidders, but I was turned away. Your kind told me I was just seeking attention. So this is Flambe. This is the companion that you get during the game. And the story is that Flambe was one of the caretakers taking care of the spicy region. And then it was overtaken by the monsters, the Remnant. And after that, the Remnant destroyed the region and she was left all alone. And eventually, she as years gone by, the Remnant comes back and in greater force, she tries to fight them off, but then they injure her or them. I'm not too sure if Flambe is a boy or girl. And so Flambe gets injured and then comes to our town and is found by our character Panko, and Panko takes Flambe in, and in exchange to giving her shelter and all that, Flambe decides to help out at the restaurant and cooks our meals. And we find out that as Flambe cooks the meals, some of Flambe's magic is infused into the meal, and it is then used to power up the caretakers, these other caretakers, to fight the monsters. And so that's the whole backstory behind this Flambe person, and so that's the storyline of this game. And so your kind told me I was just seeking attention. We would have listened if we knew it meant our existence might depend on it. When have you ever trusted something you haven't seen? No one trusts us, so why would I trust what they tell me? What do you mean no one trusts you? We're not exactly loved throughout Solido either. We were entrusted with one of the 3 heart keys, and we used it to attack our fellow denizens. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, interesting. All because we were jealous. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It was my people. We failed everyone, and we have to make it right. This Travers is our first lead, and I will follow it until he is captured. So Travers is the chef that the original chef of the restaurant in the town who has gone missing. So he suspects that Travers has the missing key that Flambe lost and is releasing the monsters on the land. It's not Travers. I mean, I don't know why he's still out there, but he's never hurt a soul. Just like the souls of the monsters he's defeated and is now eating as well. That's different. That's survival. I'm sorry, Panko, but it's just as he said. I don't trust anything I haven't seen for myself. So let's get on with it. My stomach is rumbling and the Mulgrave Desert is calling. Shall I visit the restaurant today? So you can choose which caretaker you want to take into battle. Do we want to take in Kalan? Sure, let's do it. Or we can do the other swamp guy, but let's do this one. And then if you look at the top left, we can see that we are in the morning phase first, and so this is time that we get to spend to prep our restaurant. Let's see what I can come up with. So as you level up your chef, you get chef points, and then you can use your chef points to unlock dishes. There's a couple of different dishes. Either some dishes, like this recipe base, is used to feed the caretakers and give them cards. Other dishes, such as this patron meal, is used just to feed the local people of Poli, of the town. And then that's how you get your money, your gold, and so on. So it looks like really this is the only thing that we can use our chef point on. Pokeball, cubefish Pokeball, cool. Let's see. All right. So we're going to go to the restaurant phase. We initiate that by going to the menu and then deciding what we will have on the menu today. So let's just choose some of the top stuff here. 4 or 5. We're looking at how much gold it's giving us. Do we have all the ingredients? And how much popularity will it give us? So that's what all those symbols mean right there. So we're gonna choose those 4 dishes. Flambe is gonna go and sit in our stove. So everyone gets the benefit from meals cooked with Flambe's special fire. And then now, depending on what meals that we chose, we get to now play some mini games. And so this one is chopping to a beat. So let's see how we do. Chop ingredients without missing to keep a maximum combo. 2, 3, 4. Oop. So yeah, fantastic. I missed a couple, but it's pretty generous. I'm glad we got a fantastic on that one. Let's saute and just slide some meat around and try to get it. Make sure it doesn't get hit by a bubble, heat bubble. Oh! Alright, here we go. I don't want that heat bubble. I don't want that. Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm glad we didn't get caught by that one. Whew, amazing. Okay. Nice. Let's roast this one. Here we drop wood into the flaming pots to cook ingredients to 100%. The perfect temperature cooks the fastest. So we just have to go here, put some here, get that. Okay, that's a bit too much. So let's just, that's a bit too much too. Yeah, okay, let's see. This one might need some wood. This one might need some wood. Okay, that's 100%, 100%. Fantastic. Alright, so now we have to serve our meals. There's a timer on these to get to the people. All the dishes have different timers. Some have 50 seconds, some have 70 seconds. Okay, so it's to make sure that we are getting the ones that are closer to expiring here. Ooh, why are you so far, sir? I really need like a waiter or something. Run Expo. Alright. Got the people their meals. Made bank. So as you can see, pretty good. And so that is part 1 of the restaurant phase. Choosing the meals, prepping them, playing those little mini games. Let's see what I can come up with. So we got a chef point. We leveled up a chef our thing. Right now there's nothing left to unlock because we're probably haven't just oh, here's one actually. Yes. So let's unlock that just for fun. Alright. So now we want to go to our caretaker and then set up for what cards we'll be able to use in battle. So again, this game calls itself a cook to build the deck mechanic. And so let's see. I was foolish to think this was going to be easy. Nonetheless, we continue into the Mulgrave Desert. It's likely we'll have quite a few sweet monsters to battle, so let's prepare for that. Okay, we're gonna have sweet monsters to battle. Since you seem to know what people need, where do you think I'm going today? Mulgrave Desert. Very astute. Yes, I'll be venturing there today. Oh, little quiz. Now, the way this works, you know, in other games you might have seen, you know, elements, fire, water, earth, electricity, whatever, and all those interact with one another, give bonuses to one another, so on. This game is all about cooking, so the elements are all about the different flavor profiles. So, you know, umami, sweet, salty, bitter, and so on. Now we will. I'm gonna go back. That's the. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can. I'm just curious if I can look at the flavor profile. It looks like I can't. Oh, here it is. So it's gonna be a lot of sweet things. And so we're gonna need more salty. Salty counteracts sweet. That's what this symbol means. And salty is complemented by bitter. And so salty and bitter is what we'll need. Salty and bitter. So we can choose to do this constraint. I would like a bulb bowl. So we can stick to the bulb bowl here. And then we'll get bonus points for that. And then here, if you look on the left side of the screen, you can see that there is a threshold that this caretaker would like the meal to be. So you can see the brackets there. And we'll try to play along with it. So here, let's do something salty. Salty, yeah, let's try this. Yeah, let's do that. So I just, what we can see is that it's interacting with the sweet. It's balancing it out, reducing it. So bringing the level of sweet down, and it is enhancing the bitterness. So it is filling up that bar on the left even more than if it was just alone by itself. So we can afford to make it a bit more salty and bitter. So we'll put that there. As you can see, if it was just on its own, it only fills up so much. Ooh, it looks like I'm bringing it too salty. I'm making it too salty with this. I'm going overboard with that ingredient. Even this one is a little overboard. So let's try moving up the seashell. You know what? If we just put it here. There we go. So we're just at the edge of salty, and then after that, looks like we're just missing sour. Sour is increased by umami. So if we go to umami, now I'm just looking at the gauge. Oops, that's not what I want. I want umami or sour. I want sour, right? Sour and umami play off of one another. So I'm just looking at the gauge to try to pick ingredients. I'm no pro at this game, and so really, if you really wanted to get into it, you can take a look at like the strengths of the card that it will give you. That 4. You can look at the enhancement that it will give. Elongate, when played as an enhancer, a winning trick, extend the duration of the primary card effect by +1 turn. You can look at all these things and kind of build an ultimate deck that you want to take into battle. Right now we're just at the bare minimum to make a dish that this caretaker will like. If we wanted to, we can even spend more time just like adding more things to this dish, giving us more cards to use. Maybe this is a limit of what we can do, but at least we have all 5 hearts there. And so I'm just going to serve this to our caretaker. Flambe will bring it to the stove. We don't have to play any mini games for this. It's all about that puzzle and just trying to come up with the deck that we want to bring into battle. And so here we can see that Kalan liked it. What a delicious pairing. We can see the cards that we got from it. And then after that, we can see that we got a bonus for using the bulb bowl. We can see that we got a bonus health, stamina for using the flavors, and so on. So we've set up our caretaker to take into battle by doing all that stuff. So if you really wanted to, you could fully optimize your deck. Alright, can't leave this restaurant open. Oh, we have to tell Flambe, hey, your shift is done. Are we ready to close for the evening? Yes. So now we go to the final phase of the day, which is all about gathering nighttime ingredients. I wonder if I can feed the Delish again. Delishkin. Nope, I fed the Delishkin in the morning and they are still full. So during the evening, different ingredients might pop up in the map. On the beach here, we don't just have normal grubs, we have glowing grubs. Oh, I can't switch to it. So these are used specifically for fishing. And again, you don't have to do all of these ingredient gathering games. You know, you can just focus on the ones that you need. Me just having that completionist type of mindset in my head, or hoarding mindset. You can never be too prepared, you know? Oh, that was weak. Alright, that one's further than you think. Failing the casting part here doesn't use up your grubs. It's only if you miss reeling in the fish, then you'll use a grub. See if I fail it. You can still see the 7 at the bottom of the gauge there. And so, okay, I guess that counts. Right on the border. So we're just gonna try to catch all of the fish that we can from these. There is a map that you can purchase. Oh, that's, wow, weak sauce. Oh, even weaker. There is a map that you can purchase from one of the vendors so that you can see what fishes you will get from each one of these pools. If you don't just want to do it randomly like I'm doing right now. I haven't seen that fish before, so I'm just going to keep fishing from that pool. Wow, that's all the way out there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I guess that pool at the very end is not one that I would be able to reach by default. I might have to upgrade my fishing rod at that blacksmith. Use some resources to upgrade my fishing rod to get all the way over there. I haven't gone that far yet, but I have noticed, yeah, that there are some pools that are just out of reach. So I'm gonna keep fishing this one spot because I have not seen these this type of fish before. So I just want to get a little bit of a stockpile of them. And there should be 2 types of fish in this pool. So we'll see if we catch anything else. I'll do one more, and then maybe I might do one in the close pool. So let's see. All right. Oh, no, I am not getting anything else from that pool. All right, let's just get something from here. Just, wow. It's almost as good as my my casting in real life. Oh, I also need to practice that. Stickfish, spire, nice. All right, so the spire fish, the most flavorful meat is in the spire. Oh, it's not that, okay. Wow. But spire isn't even that big. Hopefully they don't just waste the rest of the fish. Throw it away. Hopefully everything gets eaten. But I guess that would be my decision because I am the chef. So yes, we'll see. Alright, just running around, trying to see if there are any nighttime ingredients that I need to get. It'd be nice if there was like a mini map I guess. Just kind of tells me if there's any in the vicinity. I don't want to have to run into each and every little corner of the town here. But that's okay. That's fine. You know, this game does lack a few quality of life things. Some people, if you look at the reviews on Steam, you know, they're wanting to have the option to speed up animations. They're wanting to, yeah, have other things to just speed up the game. But you know what? It's a cozy game. It's a turn-based cozy game. So maybe it's meant to help us build our patience and not just rush through all the animations or cutscenes or storylines. All right, so I haven't seen too many other things to gather, and so we'll commence the last phase of the day, which is going to the tea hut and listening to the story of this caretaker. And as we listen to the story, we aren't really just passively listening. We are acting out the story and choosing what happened to this caretaker. Are you ready to hear what happened? I want to hear all about it. Without further delay, we were onto something. I know it. We're in the Mulgrave Desert. So here we are in the, I don't know what you want to call this, the combat area, roguelite area of the game. What will happen is that we'll work our way down. I guess it's kind of like when you're playing one of those dungeon games, you have to choose a pathway. We'll go down. Some of them will be, as we hit each node, some of them will be fights, some of them will be ingredients, and so on. And then eventually we will get to a boss area. And then when we're at the boss area, we pass that. And then there's other points of interest here. And then eventually, if we make it to the flame, we set up camp. And then we can finish this portion of the map and then work on the next portion. So return to Palapori. We're in the Mulgrave Desert. So I see ingredient, fight ingredient. Let's do that. And then maybe we might go up here, get some of these rocks. Yeah, and so on. And so let's try it. Ingredient. Careful. Ready? So here we just have to use WASD to keep the shovel in the middle while it goes crazy. And then eventually we can get that ingredient. This will do. Alright. Let's go on to a double fight, a 2v1. But it's okay, we fed our character properly. So here we have some monsters that came out of the, well, I don't know, the hearth or whatever, the remnant gate. I don't know what it's called exactly, but we're going to take them on. So the way it works is that each of these cards that are dealt by the monster have a strength, an element, and after that, yeah. And so our objective is to outplay the card that is dealt with something stronger. And then if we are higher, we do damage to that animal or to that enemy. If the enemy is higher, they do damage to us. And it's a combination of the card's damage plus the unit's damage, which is on the bottom, represented by the sword. This one's kind of tricky because it's two different elements, but we can only play one card and maybe an enhancer card if we have one available. So on the top right, we can see the element that that balances it out. And then on the bottom left, we can see the element that enhances it. So, but except for these ones will, or this one's reversed, I guess. On the enemy card, well, I guess if it's upside down. Yeah, anyways. We can see that this is the element of it. And then we can see that, yeah, the one that will balance it out. So let's try. Yeah, you see, I can only block one. I'll be receiving 7 damage. Ooh. Let's go back. Okay, let's try this. If I do this, this is half. So I get 4 damage. I get 4 damage, but that's okay. So this works because I'm playing the balancing element of Unami. You see the symbol, so this gets half strength, and then I'm playing an enhancer card to which we can see is like the symbol in the bottom left with the blue one to even up the power of it, and then it does all the math. So I can commit to this. You know, I can experiment with different combinations. Once I find a combination that I'm happy with, doing 7 damage. Then I can commit and then play that. All right, so here both are the same element. I'm glad that I can play this as the initial one that will balance out the two, having their strength, and then I can play an enhancer card to up the amount of damage that it does. Okay, so we got 1 down. All right, I do not have anything to play against that. I'm going to fill my hand, and I still don't have anything to play against it. Oh dang, so I have to discard. Wow, this is not working out. I did not get enough sweet cards, I guess. Sweet. So look, I did not get enough salty cards. I thought I did. Oh, and this is not working out. Okay, let's try one more time. There we go. Salty. Let's enhance it. Yeah, sure. Total destruction. I'm already 5 stamina down at the first battle. Ooh, I don't know if this is going well. I don't think it's going well. We'll try to go as far as we can. What do we have here? Okay, let's try the thing again. Keep that shovel. All right. This will do. Hi, Joe. Good, and you? Sure. Oh, it might be Heather's account. Same thing that happened with Drew. Because Heather has such an old account, she's been with the organization for so long. Same thing that happened with like Ed Mo, how I'm pretty sure I've seen it before where Heather's account is like H Allen, not Heather.Allen. And so I think that's probably what's happening with Heather. Because has she, you know what, Kim's even messaging me about this, but has she put in, okay. Yeah. But yeah, we'll take a look at it. So I think that's my gut feeling of what this is. But yeah, I'll dig into it and then. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, bye. And so we're just going to continue got that ingredient, we're just going to continue our run here. It looks like the next thing that we're going to hit is just a single battle. And so that should be pretty straightforward. So let's take a look. By the sun's rays, are you a spicy creature? I suppose Luanos would still have spicy creatures, so of course they could cross into Solido, but a spicy creature here is something I never thought I'd see. Right, still destructive. Okay, I'll ponder this later. Oh, spicy. I don't know. I wasn't planning on this. Alright, so we can do this one, have the value of their card, and then we don't have anything to enhance it with. So we're just gonna continue with that. Let's see what else we got. Oh jeez. Yeah, we don't have any spicy cards to counteract it with. So we'll try another one of these. Alright. There we go. We're just going off of the complementary flavor profile. Discard all these. It's not helpful. I guess discard again until we get something that counteracts it. And there we go. I couldn't help but wonder if it was a good or bad thing that spicy creature had also invaded our lands. I will want an Oishi consult after I finish this tale. So let's go get this mineral node. We always need stone. I do, because, you know, it's for garden beds and so on. So we just have to hit it when it's at the very end. Get those rocks. There we go. Get some materials. Upgrade a garden bed. Have more ingredients. More stronger cards. Alright. I don't have time for a fight. Let's see what we have here. I have nothing against these. I'll have to discard. Okay, sure. I will try to work this. Enhance it as much as I can with this card. Do 7 damage against both. Alright. They want to discard again. Ugh. I did not bring enough What is this? I did not bring enough salty cards. So let's enhance it again. Try to take them out with this. But I'm slowly bleeding here. I'm at 35 out of 50 stamina now. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough to make it all the way to the boss. So I guess, yeah, this is one of the ways that, you know, if you can pick that dish in your second phase, try to get as much salty cards as you can when you're in this environment. Careful. All right, let's try to get this ingredient. There we go. I guess I'll take this back to the young chef. Alright, let's see what this is. I'm not too sure what this symbol means. I encountered a strange little spirit. Everyone underestimated you. You look fluffy, but you pack a punch. Sa? Exactly. You take the role as seriously as I do. Wait. Having a bit of your power would be an honor. Increase the card value? Sure, I'm gonna increase the card value. Oh, I was really hoping it would be one of the salty cards. But, sure, we will just go for one of these 4 values. Make it a 5, sure. Alright, let's go to the ingredient. Oh, I didn't realize there was another stone here. It might have been ore. And then I found myself face to face with one of our rival denizens. Look who decided to join the fray. This is not your role, sweet denizen. Azur, and pretty sure it is seeing you didn't finish. I'm pretty sure it is seeing you didn't finish the job, and now my lands are under threat. I was sent here to put a stop to things, and that's what I'm gonna do. We are the protectors of Solido. We will handle this. Oh, get over yourself. You all didn't exactly protect Solido when you used your Hearth key to destroy the spicy denizens. Jealousy really is a bitter mistress, huh? Just accept some help. None of us want to suffer the same fate. Fine, but if you really want to help, you should go visit Palapori. There's a chef there whose cooking gives you power. See? Does he make cake? Cake? Oh, come on! You start with some dough and then you add all manners of things. Fluffy, airy, energizing cake. That's all I need. But seeing as you don't know what cake is, you definitely don't have any dough back there. Find a hardened donut, plant it, and then make cake. I'll pay you all a visit when the wafts of fresh baked goods are picked up on the desert air. Until then, I'll make do with my sword. There are monsters to defeat, and I intend to best each and every one of them. As much as it pains me to admit, having another fighter in town would be good for us. I decided I would keep an eye out for a place to gather a donut. I was sure Panko could figure the rest out. Alright, let's see if we can defeat this boss. We're already, what is that? 15? A quarter down our health? Why is everything so sticky here? Okay, so we need to counter it with another... Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna take a hit here. We're just gonna take this hit. Ugh, that hurt. That hurt a little bit. Alright, I don't have anything to play against that. I'll play this, sure. Let's have enhance. That's as high as I can go, but as you can see, it just matches the other value, 6/6, I guess. And so I think it'll just tie. Oh no, we did 5 damage. Oh, look at that. Okay. I did not see. I misread that. Okay, I don't have anything here, so I'm just going to again. Hopefully, I can get this salty and enhance combo and keep doing damage. Hopefully, outlast them in battle. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be another -8. Ugh. do, I just have to keep shuffling until I get the salty card. Okay. Tide. 10. But I think I'm gonna do 5 damage only. Yeah, I don't have. Campbell will eat 1 sweet card out of your hand and healed for that card value. Oh man. So I don't think I'll be able to survive that. So I think I might just fail this run here. Alright, you know what? Well, here we'll try. Let's see. Nope. Nope. This will cause your character difference and your venture will end. Are you sure you want to continue? I guess so. I won't make the same mistake next time. It's okay, we got some ingredients. Callan faded. Continue here. Okay, so about that spicy, yeah, I think that's bad. I'm pretty certain it's bad. We don't have the food to support creatures like that. Yes, I assumed as much. I want to be excited about this, like we have an actual spicy creature in Solido. Maybe that's a good thing, but they're already in the sweet region, and they have to eat too. They could destroy everything. Well, I stopped this one, but it's foolish to think that it's the last. I brought back some tentacles for you, Panko. Okay. This will take some studying. I've never worked with a spicy ingredient before, just fiery ones like Flamatito. But that's different. Yeah, fire is not the same as spice, like me. The sun created me as the guardian of Solido, a creature that has some of her surface powers, but true spicy creatures have more than an ember-like burn. The fire is from within and permeates everywhere. Once you figure out how to cook with it, I'll find a way to stomach it. Hey, it's not like I'm going to make you bad food. It's just so many new things. So we got some cranberry stuff, some flamadon tentacles. If cooked them properly, the tentacles become very chewy. Pollinated by cranberry bees to make delicious honey. Expands like a balloon that hardens while cooking. May cause separate confusion. On trick when the monster has a small chance of hurting itself when attacking for 1 turn. Not to be worn as an actual oven mitt. When this card is held in your hand, the caretaker counterattacks for +1 damage when hit. Alright, looks like... yeah. Looks like there's still a lot to do. So we're just gonna finish off the cycle here. Collect some of our mission rewards. See what we got. Which one did we complete? Here, I guess it's blue when you complete it. Get some extra rock. We go here. What can I help you with? So we've been getting a lot of rock. We can do a... get a garden bed. Get 2 garden beds. Wow. Was that overdoing it? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this saute upgrade for now. What an exciting time. And with that, it is done. So I mentioned that we got a new ingredient. When you get a new ingredient, it'll make you want to, it'll make you play one of the mini games and give you a specific goal. So here we have the new ingredient, and then it looks like we'll have to roast it to unlock its capabilities. Only one way to learn. So the goal is to cook the ingredient to at least 50% without going to 100. Oof, okay. Let's try this. Okay. Alright, so I want to give this. That's at 56, so I don't want to touch those anymore. Oh my goodness, I did not do that properly. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I failed that one. Oh. It's because, yeah, it like drops the wood without you clicking. It'll just drop the wood, and I totally forgot about that. And I added too much wood to that fire. We would have gotten it. We would have gotten it otherwise. But I just got distracted. Okay, let's change the seed. I don't think I have a flamingo garden yet. So I have those ingredients. I don't have flamingo. Guess I can use more bloom shroom. Alright, so let's water the bloom shroom. So yeah, you know, this game is cozy. There's no time limit. You can run around, make sure you got everything done. You can do all that stuff. But, you know, it is challenging sometimes. Either with the deck building or those mini games can be challenging. Well, yeah, I don't know if they're challenging or I'm just not that great at it. But yeah, this isn't just a cozy game that you can kind of coast through. There are some challenging bits to it where you need to pay attention. Just seeing what's here. Oh, maybe I should have gotten this. You know what? I'm just gonna buy this carrot sprout. And then I think this one is a duplicate. So I'm just gonna change this to the carrot. And then I think I have one of everything. I'll hand in the quest later. But for now, I am done. Yeah. I am done with all my chores. I'm gonna call it a day. And I'm just gonna go to bed. So I am just here. And we're off to a new day. So it'll be the same thing. Do the chores, get the ingredients that you need. That you want to focus on, feed the people, feed the caretaker, do the battle, and so on. So that is the gameplay loop. As you can see, there's plenty of reasons for you to just keep going as you build up your caretaker. I didn't realize, yeah, the more you use caretakers and give them the dishes they want, the more your friendship levels up. And the more your friendship levels up, the better cards and passives they have. I did not realize that. So another thing to work towards. And here we just have, oh, I didn't realize there was a map too. Oh, interesting. I guess these are the different vendors that you have. Or this is the caretakers that you have, plus the different vendors. And here, chef level, available chef points, and so on. So this is Beastro. Very, very nice game. I quite enjoy it. Of course, yeah. Do agree that there are some quality of life things that I could use, but for the most part, great animations, great storyline, cozy. You can take it easy if you want, or you can really get into the fine details of this game. But I think it's worth a try, worth an install, and yeah, just enjoying what the developer has put together here. So I'll end it here. Again, this is John from Penzopoly. If you enjoy this, make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe, and if you enjoy this game, yeah, make sure to give it an install and try it out. So thank you for joining me, and we'll catch you on the next one.